Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general, it's not a personal reading. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool, it is not the final rule, and it's a good idea to have enough to company you are on Lady Noble channel when you really want to see what's up. Okay. Today we're talking to the zodiac sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and your placement in your birth chart. We're doing a money read for the zodiac sign of Libra. All are welcome on this channel. And all contributions are highly appreciated. Okay. Libra, Libra, Libra. What is it that Libra needs to know regarding their finances? How can they increase, and what should they focus on? How can we help Libras for their highest good? For their highest good. Okay. Oh, let me take the first three. That's a whole lot. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. First card that we have here, Libra, is the Ace of Cups, and it says new relationships, pure intentions, and joy. Okay. And this person has a cup in their hand. And so, Libra, you could have your mind set on a new adventure in your life. You could be restructuring your life, Libra. Okay. And so, while you're restructuring your life, you're also in the energy of looking to increase your finances, looking to better your lifestyle, looking to manifest, bring things into fruition, work on creating things that are tangible, things you can touch, feel, utilize, okay? Here in the 3D, here on planet Earth. And so I'm picking up a Libra that is restructuring their life, rebuilding. Maybe you're coming out of a situation. Maybe you're coming out of a situation that was very tumultuous for you, that was very hard for you to overcome, but you did. I'm feeling like the energy of Nine of Wands, though it is not present at this time in my hand. You know, Nine of Wands represents perseverance. I'm picking up on a Libra that has persevered through many things. And so you are desiring to have new experiences as you continue your healing journey, okay? The healing journey is consistent, it is continuous, it is never ending. Because the more you work on yourself, it's like petals of a rose. Each petal that you pull back, you find and learn something new about yourself. You know, what you like, what you don't like. Your desires change as you continue to work on your self awareness and knowing thyself. And so you're on this beautiful journey. I feel a lot of upbeat, charismatic energy. You could be someone who's very funny, male or female, someone who likes to crack jokes, you like to laugh a lot. Okay, something about a funny movie. You could be someone who loves comedy. You know, I love a funny movie. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, and so keep this energy. It's high vibrational. Okay, and be patient while you are restructuring. Don't be so hard on yourself. Okay. But continue to work, and keep the vibe high. The next card we have here, Libra, is the Eight of Wands. It says communications, rapid change, and a domino effect. Libra, communication, rapid change, and a domino effect. So as we're speaking about change, you've been through some changes, but you've overcome and you have survived some very harsh situations, okay? And so with this Eight of Wands coming in, there's news that you could use. This could be unexpected money. This could be a letter from someone you have not heard from in a while. This could be a lover, okay? Won't tell nobody unless they look into this video. But either way, Libra, okay? Yes, male or female energy here. You are, on the roll. Butter on the roll, butter on the roll. All right, my spirit. You are on the roll to experiencing a lot of prosperity and good things in your life. But your spirit team wants you to stand in your confidence and stand in your power. You're doing good, but they're just saying, just keep going. The things you desire will arrive. If it's more money, it will arrive because you're doing the work. I'm talking to a Libra that is doing the work, okay? And it is obvious that you're doing the work. It can be seen. People know that you are making changes in your life, family, friends, Also, I'm picking up, you may have, there could be people you no longer deal with anymore. They're very aware that you have made some changes in your life, okay? And it's for the better. It's progress. It's something positive, okay? Your conversation is different. You could also have people who are afraid to approach you. We have the Emperor's energy here, nurturing, fairness, and growth. And so here goes another card. This is the third one, talking about growth and rapid change. Okay, we got rapid change, Eight of Wands, Ace of Cups, and then we got the Empress here. And so this is someone very nurturing and caring, very abundant. And so if this is not your energy now, Libra, it will be in the near future. So remain optimistic about your present as well as your future. It's a need to stay present, but good things are headed your way. You can trust it and you can know it. You can walk in the know, breathe in the know, and live in the knowing that good things are headed your way. But your spirit team wants you to enjoy the process and the journey of restructuring your life. These are stories that you may tell your grandchildren one day, or these are stories, your experience you may share with other people who are looking to do some healing work or go on their own spiritual journey, okay? You may write a book. Now I'm picking up on someone who wants to write a book, some kind of self-help book, some kind of book on how to heal, and how to overcome. You could be a motivational speaker, a life coach. You can work in your church with the youth, okay? You could be someone who works with prisoners as well, some kind of ministry service. You could be someone who works with homeless people. Maybe you volunteer at a shelter. In the midst of you restructuring your life, there are a lot of changes that you have made, and this is one of them. I'm picking up, you are volunteering. Someone's volunteering, okay, maybe at a shelter, maybe counseling, maybe assisting the youth. This could be in your community, in your neighborhood. You could be a teacher, okay? Also, someone could be a daycare worker, okay? And so the next card that we have here, Libra, is the Lover's card. It says kindred spirits, desire, and connection. Now, just say your desires are going to change. So if you are not in a relationship now, you can look forward to your love life being upgraded and changing. You will be in the path, or someone is being placed in your pathway that has like-minded energy, someone whom you have something in common with, okay? A lot of passion, yes, on the sexual side, but a lot of like-minded energy as well, male or female, okay? The kind of, where you enjoy each other's laughter, you know how to have a good conversation, you have a lot of things in common, you like video games, they like video games, you like the same type of music or movies, that kind of energy, okay? Someone who also will be straightforward with you, where they're gonna, what you get is what you see kind of energy, meaning they won't be hiding who they are, what they are, their intentions are with you. If they don't want a relationship, they're gonna come out and tell you, I don't want a relationship. And they're gonna tell you that when you first meet them, okay? And so they're gonna put it all out on the table. And so, you will do the same, in return, I'm pretty sure. Because Libra, the seventh house is a ruler of justice, but also relationships, and also the ruler of balance. And so there's the Venusian energy here, okay? You could have Taurus placement also, Libra, somewhere in your chart. And so clearly, it looks like Spirit is saying this reading, in order for you to see increase in prosperity and abundance in your life moving forward, is for you to keep moving forward, for you to not stop doing what you're doing. Because I'm speaking to some Libras who are working on themselves. Everyone's story is different. You may be coming out of a homeless situation, and you're in your, you have a home now, apartment, a house, whatever it is. You was maybe once unemployed. You now have a job now, or you work for yourself, or you work from home. You could be someone who had low self-esteem. You no longer have low self-esteem. You love yourself. You pour into yourself. It can be different for everyone. But you're restructuring your life, male or female, in one way or another, okay? You could be someone who had a habit or a reputation of just attracting the wrong people, okay? A lot of karmic energy here that was just not fair, lots of betrayal, lots of deceitful behavior. But all of that is changing. You're now, Libra, you're living the reciprocal of what you've already experienced with the karmics that you no longer deal with. Because no matter no matter who it was that you've had these negative experience with, you're no longer interacting with these people. Okay, and so even if you're not in contact, if these people were to see you on the streets or hear about you word of mouth, or if you are on social media, a lot of people are. Doesn't matter what you do on social media. You can just post pictures all day. Okay, to each his own. But either way, if they see you on social media, in person, or hear about you, if someone comes like, I saw Libra and so and so, they know that you have changed. They know that you are a different person. And Spirit is saying they also know that the old tricks and games that they played with you in the past can't be played anymore. And so on this new path, which is bringing you increased prosperity and abundance, is the energy and the vibration, the caliber of company that you will be keeping. Spirit is saying it's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different vibe. Maybe you had a lot of people around you who were just looking to see what they can get. The type of person that would come to your house and show up but complain about the potato salad, and then talk to the next family member about the potato salad. They didn't have paprika, and then it turns into gossip. Then, toxic people. I'm picking up you've dealt with a lot of toxic people, family or friends or people you dated, your woman or your man, very negative, low vibrational people. And they didn't want to see you move ahead in life. But part of your karma and your karmic contract with these people was for you to thrive and overcome. And as I told you earlier, I picked up that Nine of Wands energy as I held the Ace of Cups, someone who has overcame a whole lot. And when I say a whole lot, you've endured a lot. You could possibly have had parental figures, people who were supposed to nurture you and assist you and love you and protect you, go against you. Okay, this could have been your mother, your father. Okay, you could have had a stepfather who's even crossed you. Okay, I'm picking up on that energy. Aunts, uncles, cousins. People just ganging up on you. Every time you experience a situation in life, they try to demonize you. They try to make you feel inferior because they were afraid that you would tap into your power. There could have been a few people when it comes to these karmic people in your family who were firmly aware that you were gifted and you had something special in you, but they didn't want to intrigue it. And when I say intrigue, they didn't want to offer a helping hand. Maybe if you had economic hardship, they deliberately, on purpose, intentionally did not want to help you or assist you because they were hoping to see you, down and out for the count forever. And you have experienced, Libra, this energy of this Five of Coins, but this is no longer, this is the past, okay? You've been there and you've done that. You possibly have been homeless a time or two. Maybe you are a parent. Maybe you've been homeless with your child. That had to be tough. And the entire family turned their back on you. Maybe you've lost a loved one, and you went through some kind of depression and they just chose to attack you and laugh at what you were experiencing, whether it was depression, or whether it was just you having a moment where you needed a helping hand. And we all know that people, the whole world, we will have experiences. We will have moments in life that aren't comfortable, that aren't easy, and no one is forced or obligated to assist us. But, what's the point of having family or being around them if when you are in an urgent situation, especially if it's something regarding being homeless or needing shelter with a child, and you have overcame this. This is not for everyone, but this is for, you may have had a child and you were homeless, or someone may be watching who was homeless without a child. Either way, what's the point of having family if they're not going to assist you? What's the point of having friends around you who aren't going to assist you? It's just a waste of space. It just really is. And so you overcame this. There are a lot of people who go through things, Libra, and they don't come back from it. They may turn to some kind of addiction. They may want to unalive themselves, and there were people rooting, hoping that you stayed down and out. Even though you had a child, whether you did or didn't, they were hoping you stay out in the cold. There could have been people laughing, behind your back or plotting, oh, the Libra's about to come your way and ask for $100, say no. Or Libra's about to come your way and ask to sleep on the couch, say no. Those kind of things, or Libra might need a pack of diapers. They're coming over there to borrow money. That kind of energy. And this is not to say that you were a bum or a low life. This is just to say you are human, Libra. You're human like the rest of the world. And we all have situations that we experience. And it is so that we can grow and learn. We're put here to learn and grow and move on. Find the light in the situation, move forward, learn how to identify it. So if that same energy, it resides in a new person that you meet, you can recognize it and remove yourself, or you'll know how to handle it, how to cope with it, gain better coping skills. But the goal is not to consistently deal with the karmics. The goal is to learn the lesson and move away, or don't deal with them and never return back to them, because the karmics are just that. Even if they are your family, they're here just for you to have the experience, and it isn't always negative. Okay, and move forward. You never return, because um, they will try to prove a point, or try to make you relive, your past, or try to sabotage your progress in whatever you're working on. It just is what it is. And some people get stuck in the loop. They stay on that karmic wheel because they are programmed, and they don't want to allow the process of the unlearning. They feel, oh, that's family. I gotta. No, you don't. No one has said you are indebted to anyone who was unhealthy for you. No one has told you you better be a doormat or else. No one has told you to allow anyone to mistreat you. No one has told you that you cannot cut off what is not for your highest good. It doesn't matter who they are. Okay? And so that one reason, a lot of people are unable to walk away. They will stay in that karmic loop and deplete themselves, may end up perishing, sometimes earlier than usual. Sometimes I just got to say that, because they allow the stress from, allowing themselves to be in that energy, allowing themselves to be around people who don't have their highest good at regard. They allow themselves to be around people who are just taking, and never giving nothing, never giving anything. Okay. You could have also been someone who has experienced that, Libra. You were a giver. And even if you didn't have much, it could have been a ride. Maybe you were the person to drive people around. Maybe you were a babysitter. I'm picking up someone who was very kind. Yeah, just bring the kids on over, and never get paid for it. It was always an issue with your family. Someone always wanted to attack you. And I'm picking up a parental figure, possibly a mother or a father or a stepfather or a stepmother, could have watched and allowed these things to happen to you, and possibly, collaborated with individuals, with your haters, with your karmics, to try to constantly sabotage you throughout your life. So this is a bloodline and a lineage that is unhealed. And there's a lot of dark energy in your family. And you are the black sheep. You are the chosen one, Libra, and you are the one who escaped that. And so you have experienced a lot of lack also when you were around these people. But the idea that you have chose to separate and you're not dealing with them, things are changing for you, with money in a lot of areas. But your money will be increasing when it comes to finances. And you may say, I'm not broke, I'm fine. Well, whatever you have now will be increasing. Okay. Because everybody ain't broke. Okay. It's plenty out here. It's plenty. It's plenty. It's plenty. Okay. So whatever you have now, as far as financial, it will be increasing for you. If you have a business established, it will be progressing for you. Okay. And so you're a much different person, and people see this. And Libra, you got them all watching. hmm And you're the topic of discussion. Yeah. hmm You've done so much work, and you've broke so many generational curses that this same karmic family refused to answer the call. You know, very few answer the call. Many are chosen. Yeah. And there are people, Spirit is saying, who are aware of who you are, your gifts, that you are chosen as well, but they never spoke on it, but they knew and they know of it. They know that you are talented, they know that you are gifted, but they sat and observed you. And this is family your entire life. Hoping and wondering in the thinker pose, with the hand on the chin, I wonder will Libra figure it out, like a jigsaw puzzle. I heard Libra lost her job. Will he figure it out? Will she figure it out? I heard Libra need a place to stay. Will he or she figure it out? That kind of energy. There were people just observing and they could have helped you, but they deliberately, intentionally chose not to. But we're not going to be concerned with that, because what you put out always returns. So some of these people could be going through suffering and you don't know it. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to know it because the journey that you are on, you are in high vibration. You have your tambourine in your hand, you're not trying to, you're not trying to be bothered with the toxicity or the negative energy, and you're not trying to mix or mingle with these people. They have nothing new to say. And Spirit is saying they're doing the same thing. They have not changed. And guess what? They have free will to do that. And so that's why it's important that you keep these karmic ties severed. Allow them to be them and step into their own awakening at their own time. Yep. Next card we have here is the Seven of Cups. And so it says wishful thinking, endless possibilities, and fantasy. So a lot of things that you have been manifesting, Libra, that you have been hoping for, they're coming in. Changes are happening for you. I won't speak on too many things because that's the message I'm saying. They're telling me don't tell too much, but a lot of good things are happening for you. And you could also be in the energy of not knowing what to choose, like how this person is looking. So many options. That's what the Seven of Cups represents. You could be in the energy because it's unfamiliar to you, feeling like not stuck, but like, wow, like a kid, like, wow. So Spirit is saying, make sure you ground yourself and continue to go within and be easy on yourself. You don't have to move with haste. You can move at a pace, okay? That's for someone. You have a lot of good luck and a lot of prosperity that is happening for you. And it's been happening for a long time. And just taking a stride. This is a new timeline. You are on a new path. You are making the right moves. You are on the right path. So don't doubt yourself. This is just new energy to you. And you have to, for you, and to you, yeah. You have to allow yourself to get acclimated to this energy, to this frequency, to this vibration of being around people who are nurturing and supporting, of having people who aren't looking for anything to take from you, but they're looking to show you how to get your own, or they're giving to you, okay? This is all new for you, and it's okay. And so be easy on yourself. It's just like repotting a plant. You have to allow the plant to get acclimated to its new soil. It's never a good idea to water it right away. Let the plant get acclimated to the new pot, to the new soil. Let it breathe a little bit. Then you get your water on. Wait a week or sometimes longer, depends on what kind of plant you have. But either way, yeah. Allow yourself to get acclimated to this new energy, okay? The next card we have here is the King of Coins. It says grounded, successful, okay, business empire. And I just said, Spirit said, just ground yourself. There's a lot of great things happening for you, and it's happening back to back. And Spirit is saying it's going to get bigger and better for Libra from here. Bigger and better, If you were someone who maybe had a small, teeny house, well, you're going to have a bigger and better house. If there was a certain vehicle you always wanted, you're going to have a bigger and better vehicle, a bigger and better bank account, that kind of thing. A better relationship, that kind of thing, better friendships, okay? People that feel family-like. This is something that is owed to you because you have broken these generational curses, and it is owed to you in this lifetime. It's the way you are responding, and you have activated a shift in your life. You have activated this new timeline. You have activated increase in prosperity and abundance. But in order to see that, Spirit is saying keep moving forward. Leave those old ties broken. Never refriend a friend. You unfriend and don't refamily anybody you unfamilied. Okay? Yes, I said that. And if I made that up, I made that up too. Whatever. Okay? All right, there's never no good intentions behind that, because you have to just ask yourself, why do we lose touch anyway? And there's your answer right there, and just keep on moving. No one is worth, Libra, all that you've been through. No one is worth you sabotaging your blessings, your favor, your opportunity. No one in your family, no one in your life you ever have met. The kind of opportunity that is coming for you, that are coming for you, and they're going to keep rolling out for you, why stop it? Because if you reach back into the past and allow these people to come hang out at your house, you hanging out with them, even communication with these people will just simply create blockages for you, or someone will try to sabotage. So after all you've endured, and all you have been through, I mean, they're just not worth it. I wouldn't throw my life away for a karmic who doesn't care about me, who laughed at me, because I'm picking that up heavy. When you were experiencing different things, and I'm not talking about just one moment in life, Libra, I'm speaking into your entire life. You have had karmics in your family. Basically, I was going to say gang stalking. Maybe they are, just collaborating against you. Even your parental figures, and that sucks. But that's something that can be overcame. It happens, but like your own parental figures teamed up with these people. For a good example of that, if you were dating someone, or you had a baby mother, a baby father, and maybe you were in a relationship, maybe you guys were living with each other and had a child. If your spouse wanted to cheat or see someone, your parental figure was likely to allow it to happen at their house. This is the kind of energy, which is weird. Not saying that your family can stop your spouse from cheating or, having an affair, but they can at least say, hey, don't do that over here. Don't, you can do what you want, but don't do that over here. Yeah, very reckless, very, very just diabolical. They're not even worthy of your attention, Spirit is saying. And so we have the Ten of Cups. It says happy families, blessings, and well-being. So this is your season, Libra, to experience well-being, happiness, and blessings. So as I'm just speaking on, let no one ruin this. Let no one come in between. The Ace of Cups and the 10. The Ace and the 10? Come on. Come on. We'll have the Sun card out here soon. Yeah, we will. Okay. The Knight of Swords. No more fighting. This is old energy, but this is how your karmics look. You see them fists balled up? You see the demeanor on their face? This person look like they're sucking on a lemon. So this is how your karmics are looking. When they hear your name, when they see you or hear about you, they become very angry. And they're angry because you are not where they thought you would always be. Libra, people are angry. Their face look like they're sucking on a lemon, and they're clenching their fist because you are not where they thought you would always be. Okay? Such as the events and moments I named. Moments in your life where things weren't so great. They were hoping you stay in that energy. They were hoping, 5, 6 years later, they would see you, not to mock anyone who is homeless, on the corner asking them for change. They were hoping to see you in lack and see you hurt and down and without. It's just, that's the message. It is what it is. And it's not for you, Spirit is saying, it's not for you to figure out. Do not spend your time and energy trying to figure out why somebody didn't love you or like you. Whenever someone chooses to disrespect you, it's a them problem. There is something going on with them in the inside. Just like when you're dating, or if you're married, or you have a living spouse, whatever your situation is when it comes to your love life. When your spouse chooses to have an affair, or, it's not because of your looks. Now, we know a lot of excuses are spoken of. It's not because of your looks, your weight, what you do in the bedroom. That has nothing to do with it. Those issues stem from something very deep inside. Hurt people hurt people. Okay? So it's not what you think. It's not for you to figure out. It's not your cross to bear. And you're doing wonderful. And the message is for you to continue doing the great work on yourself. Continue having the faith and trust in the Libra that you are protected on this path. You have nothing to worry about. This energy is new for you. Be easy on yourself. There's no need to rush, okay? The Four of Wands, a celebration, okay? Community, unity. So as I said, there's new people, new energy that are being placed in your life, okay? When I say place, I mean like you will meet new people. Some will be family like, okay? They will feel like they're family, but this is new energy. They're not. So be mindful of carrying the old mindset into this new path that you're on. These aren't people who are looking for something. Now I'm picking up identity theft. Maybe someone, utilized identity theft on you. Maybe people stole from you, stolen inheritance. Maybe someone got a settlement and didn't tell you about it. Whatever that you experience, these aren't those kind of people. These are people who have their own and they like to see people win. Um, the one thing you'll have in common is, hey, let's just have a good time. There's no hidden agendas. Spirit is saying there is no hidden agendas. This new energy of different people, and they will arrive at different times on your path. Your love life, friendship, BFF, even possibly a business partner, someone you end up going into business with, partnership with. Okay? So continue to be fearless, okay? And have a free spirit. Trust and know that all is well. You are protected on this mission. And I'm being told to repeat that because you may feel, anxious about some things because things are going very swell. I can't, they're telling me not to name what it is for you, okay? And just as this person, the look in their face, they're happy, they're beaming with joy, this depiction here. Uh, but the energy is just new. Allow yourself to get acclimated to this progress, to this prosperity, to this good luck, to things going in your favor. This is your season where things are going in your favor. And you're just getting win after win after win after win after win. But you're putting in the work. You're being more responsible now. Maybe you were someone, maybe you had people around you who would try to inspire you to do the wrong things. Oh, you ain't gotta pay that light bill, girl. That ain't nothing. Let that pile up. Oh man, you ain't gotta pay no rent. You tell that landlord you pay that. That kind of energy. This new energy here is not like that. Okay. But you're in a new energy where you're very responsible. If something needs to be paid, it's getting paid in full on time. And with repetition, that will take a domino effect in your life. When you work on progress in one area, it will spread like a positive virus, a positive one. Okay, the domino effect in other areas of your life. So that's wonderful. I'm picking up on someone who's very responsible. And it's looking good. It's opening other doors for you. You're very responsible. Okay, and so you're sending out the signal that you are ready to receive this newness, and that's why more increase is on the way to the Libra. Okay, so this concludes the money reading for the zodiac sign of Libra. Later.